This is something that comes up a lot. So let's talk about purpose and alignment. Hi, Janet Mohapi-Banks here. So purpose and alignment, these two are very, very closely linked, but sometimes our definition of them is, I don't know, slightly wonky. Yeah. So let's start with being in alignment. You hear this phrase all of the time. So what does that mean to you? There are spiritual teachers out there who teach that you know when you're in alignment because life is flowing. And if life isn't flowing, then you've somehow slipped out of alignment and you need to do something or be something different to get back in. Yeah. Well, I challenge that because good, bad, pain and pleasure, it's all just a constant of life. You know, just like the sea ebbs and flows, so do we, and so does our lives. Everything can't be just smooth sailing all the time, you know. The measure of whether you are in alignment isn't whether good things or bad things are happening in your life. It's how you perceive yourself in relation to those events. Yeah, let me say that again. It isn't whether good things or bad things are happening in your life. It's how you perceive yourself in relation to those events. Yeah. So when I am in full alignment, I see events as they really are, which is completely neutral. Yeah. And when I'm in alignment, I accept all circumstances exactly as they are. And most importantly, I don't place any label of judgment about myself as a result of that event taking place. So I'm able to stay in a state of peace. Yeah. So my perception of who I am in that moment is not battling or in contradiction to my highest perception of who I am. Yeah. My highest knows that I am pure love energy. So if I am seeing myself, if I am viewing myself or perceiving myself as anything other than pure love energy, I am in contradiction with my highest understanding and knowing of who I am. That's why we get this uncomfortable feeling. Yeah. What this means is that even though an event might be considered painful, such as a breakup or a rejection of some sort, because I know that it's not a reflection of my worth or any other aspect of me, I don't experience the same levels of suffering that I used to before I really started to intimately know myself and practice alignment. You know, suffering is an internal reaction based upon the thoughts that we have about the situation and about ourselves in that situation. So I can be guided by my emotions because I know that the way that I feel is the indicator of how much or how little in alignment with the truth, the real truth of who I am. Yeah. As I've said, emotions are triggered by thoughts. So if I feel bad, it's an indication that my thoughts are not aligned with my highest self. So I get to look at the situation from a different perspective and ask the question, am I thinking that I am who my highest knows me to be? Yeah. So is this who my highest knows me to be? And again, the better you feel, the more aligned your thoughts are with the truest version of you. Yeah. Which actually neatly brings us onto the subject of living your purpose. Our purpose, what we're here for is to be fully expressed as who we really are. Therefore, if you're always following your greatest joy or what brings you the greatest peace of mind and pleasure and satisfaction and fulfillment, your purpose will naturally unfold. It literally has no option but to do so because you are constantly being guided in that direction. You're following your intuition. You're following your highest calling. So how can your purpose not show up? Yes. I know that I am doing the work that I am meant to be doing because I absolutely love it. I get excited about doing coaching and mentoring calls. I love being in front of an audience and really talking to them intimately. And I am completely thrilled as I see the lights of expansion and understanding and acknowledgement of self flickering on through in other people's eyes, either through my group coaching, my private one-to-one work, or through participating in panels and speaking events. I adore every moment that I'm doing this work. It is my internal feelings of joy and the way that I feel about me as I'm doing my work that lets me know that I'm aligned with my highest and that my highest is expressing itself through me. I hope that makes sense. Yeah. And because we are all connected, me being fully expressed as possible means that what I bring to the world is of benefit to it. Yes. We are all important stitches in the tapestry of creation, and nobody's stitch is more important than any other. And the picture wouldn't be complete without us. So it's so important that we stitch that stitch that is us as authentically and truthfully and openly and honestly as possible. Now, that doesn't mean that as you follow your highest joy and live your purpose, that there won't be situations that come up and cause you to feel anger or pain or resentment or guilt or any other human emotion. And it doesn't mean that you shouldn't allow yourself to fully feel those emotions, because often they come up as a defense mechanism that was created by a version of you in the past as a protection against something that has happened. Yeah. And that little voice, that little person, that version of you really wants to be seen and heard. That younger version of you that was told off or shamed for experiencing and expressing this emotion is calling out for your attention to be healed. So by allowing yourself to feel those emotions and to hold space for that version of you, these triggering emotions that are going to dissolve. So you no longer get triggered in the same way. Yeah. And the more that you can do that, and the more that you can be aware of the emotions and the thoughts that are causing them, because, all emotions are caused by a thought, the more you're able to maintain your really, really whole oneness state of being in peace. Yes, a peaceful state of being that keeps your mind, body, and spirit all in alignment with your greatest, with your highest, for your greatest good. So to recap, being in alignment is perceiving yourself in the truth of who your highest knows you to be. Yeah, your highest knows that you are pure love energy, and therefore any negative perceptions that you have about yourself is not in alignment with that truth, which is why you feel bad, because that bad emotion is there to let you know that your current perception of yourself is incorrect. And when we maintain our alignment and follow what brings us the most joy, our purpose unfolds with ease. Both alignment and purpose are feeling things rather than thinking things. We can't really think our way into our purpose. We have to feel our way there. Yeah. So gaining an awareness and really practicing the awareness of how we feel is the first step to truly, truly becoming aligned and living in purpose. Yeah. So if you have any questions about this, then please do ask them in the comments or send me an email. And please do share, like, and subscribe, because it really helps get this teaching out into the world. And I don't know about you, but I think that the world would really benefit from people knowing how to be in a more peaceful and aligned state. Yeah. Okay. That's it. That's all I got for you today. So I'll see you soon. Bye.